We are in an area of Talbot County that is east of Rough Edge. We're between Rough Edge and the Flint River. And this is known as, well, south of here is an area known as Buncombe long ago. But this particular cemetery that we've run up on here now is known as Conquest Methodist Church Cemetery. And the church was abandoned long ago. And I believe that from what I've read, that the church was torn down in about 1968
Gotcha.
after being abandoned for a long time. But there's a lot of graves out here.
Yes, there are.
Abandoned in the woods.
Yeah.
This is huge. Yeah.
We were just about to leave from here, and you see straight through there. So what we were talking about right there off camera, as we were about to leave, is how this is terraced almost all around the cemetery. It's got this drop off, and as Dan pointed out, it's been terraced a very long time because you've got this old cedar trunk here, and maybe there used to be a drive up here. We were talking about where the church might have been, but I looked up here and I think I see another grave up there. We'll take a look. Yeah, this looks like, I think this is a drive maybe up to the church. Can you see the old hardwood tree standing back there? Yeah. I think it's back there. But very large indentation right there. Very large indentation right there. And just for the record of where we're at, there's the Woodall grave that we thought was the last of over there. And this area is just absolutely filled with burials. You can see, just if you stand here, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but if you just stand here and look around, there's nothing but indentions and field stones around me through here. There's one right there. Look at that, that's an old roadbed right there.
Yeah.
July 15th, 1852 to May 8th, 1913. Angeline Chapman. I'm just walking through many graves right now. You can obviously see a very large indentation right there. We just passed by many. And I thought this was another marked one over here I was headed to. It's just a field stone.
There's a lot of graves here.
There are a lot of graves here. Indention. There's, what do you think, 50, 60 graves just in this area that are unmarked?
More than that. I can stand here and see rows of them.
Oh yeah, I can now too.
The way the sun is hitting that, you can see the indentions.
Yeah, you
on
can.
the ground. They're in rows.
5, 6, they sure are.
There's a lot of graves.
And behind us it keeps going.
The rows keep going all the way up. And then there's a row right there.
Yeah. Yeah, this There's 6 back there, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then I see field stones, so 13, 14, just in this line right here.
There's another one there with a mark on it.
Yeah, I see that. There's a grave back there. It says at rest at the top. Nettie Lamar. Born April 15th, 1853. That's a grave right there behind me. I just stepped in. I have to try to pull this back to see if... Well, it's not on that side, but there's a whole lot of spiders right there. Died June 18th, 1892.
You know what?
What?
There's a driveway between this cemetery and that one. This is the black cemetery over here. These are the black members of the church. Back in the old days, they all went to church together until after emancipation. And then they would have had their own church nearby here, but they would have continued using this cemetery. I'm almost 90% sure that the last name Lamar is African-American families here. For many, many years in the town of Talbotton, just south of here, was an African-American owned funeral home, Lamar Funeral Home. And they're the only Lamars that I know of in this county.
Gotcha.
That could be easily determined by looking at the census records of this lady, and it would tell.
For sure.
You have to look that up. And also that Chapman lady buried over there.
Yeah. And there's a lot of graves through here.
Yes, it is.
So I've seen this before at there's the Mount Olive cemetery in Columbus that the other Robert and I filmed. And that's actually in Harris County. That's in Mulberry Grove. And up on the hill is where the white members of the church are buried. And actually very much like this, there's a driveway between the two cemeteries, just like that. And down the hill, which we are on a sloping downhill, is where all of the African Americans were buried. It's and it was the enslaved, and then after, of course, emancipation, the free members that went to that church. Although I think at that church it's just the enslaved burial ground down there.